Welcome to the city once known as Igodomigodo. The ancient Benin city is popular for its administrative prowess, a feat that still sets the city apart till date. It is also the center of Nigeria's rubber industry. On this episode of BOI Weekly, we will find out how this business, including micro and small-scale enterprises, are faring in the state.
The agricultural sector due to limited processing and preservation capacity. This results in high food prices and food importation with its attendant effects on the nation's foreign reserves. To enable Nigerians optimize the benefits from the country's vast agricultural products such as cassava, oil palm, rice, tomatoes and others, the Bank of Industry has launched a 5 billion naira cottage agro-processing fund, the CAP Fund. Customers can access the fund to establish plans to process our various agro-produce into food products or intermediate raw materials for industries at a single-digit interest rate of 9% per annum. For more information on the CAP Fund, please visit www.boinigeria.com/capfund. Bank of Industry, developing Nigeria's agro-processing industry through the CAP Fund.
Hello and welcome to the program. I am Adeshawa Josh. Traditionally, palm nut processing and rubber manufacturing is known to be Benin City's most popular trade. However, in recent times, Edo State is encouraging small and medium-scale enterprises by funding them through the help of the Bank of Industry. And many of them have benefited from the BOI Edo State Matching Fund Scheme, which was inaugurated in 2009.
During our tour of the city, we found Bolaji Olayinka, an engineer by profession and CEO of Yinka Trust Ventures, a polythene manufacturing business that benefited from the Edo State BOI Matching Fund.
Before BOI came in, we were producing monthly, sometimes 20 tons. But after they came in, our production now is small.
But first, my interview with the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, McDonald Obasake. He spoke to BOI Weekly on the current state of the rubber and palm oil industry.
Now, you are a lawyer by profession, and now you manage the business affairs of Edo State. How did you transition from being a lawyer to now the Commissioner of Commerce and Industry?
Any lawyer duly called to the bar is already prepared for any form of assignment because it's a special training and you know what it entails for you to go through university down to the law school where you are trained on how to manage people, on how to defend people. And if you veer off a bit, there's what we call commercial practice, which in this case has to do with businesses and every aspect of commerce.
Were you a company lawyer?
I was never a company lawyer.
That's interesting.
Yes. But you see, the training is so wide that there's no aspect of today's economy you as a trained lawyer would not have touched during your training.
How will you rate the industrialization drive in Edo State? For the past couple of years, the country has been trying to diversify its economy. And one of the ways it is planning to achieve that is through industrialization.
As it is today in Edo State, under the leadership of Comrade Adams Aliyu Eric Oshomole, Edo State has put the necessary incentives into place to attract investors to the state. The usual practice in most cases in some states, for example, getting your COO, Certificate of Occupancy, which you know is a tool for any business man or woman, any investor to use as collateral in assessing finance. Today in Edo State, it has been simplified. That is a number one incentive from the government to the business community. Core investors come to Edo State now. They are veiled with good road networks. They are veiled with good and well-organized security system in the state, thanks to the contributive factor of the government today. And also, there are special areas which borders on attention from the government to these investors, getting close to them, having interactive sessions with these investors in their quest to look for, in their quest to get certain answers as to which area they want questions answered. The closeness to government, the availability of government officials to give them prompt positive answers to these questionnaires. It's an added advantage. And today in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the windows are opened for such prompt answers to these investors, and they are coming in. And today we have Time Ceramic already in Edo State. The construction of the plant is on, and more are coming. So you can see that the closeness of government officials, the readiness of government officials to give prompt answers to questionnaires for these investors' questions, it's an added advantage. And today, let me re-echo it. Edo State, it's a beautiful bride for foreign investors.
How about local investors? Are they privy to the kind of opportunities foreign investors have?
Of course, they say charity begins at home. The local investors are having a swell time. And the primary aim for any investor is to get back, maximize profits. The local investors are very comfortable because from the very rural areas to the urban centers, the roads are fantastic. The networking is wonderful. And once you have such investors-friendly projects in place, the local investors are smiling to the banks with all the encouragement. The CFO is not restricted to only the foreign investors. The local investors are benefiting already from such a wonderful window.
Edo State is known to be Nigeria's center for rubber industry and for palm nut processing for oil. Are these industries still functioning, and is it to capacity?
Yes, they are still functioning to capacity because like the incentives I just enumerated, they are still in place. It affects the farmers and the distribution chain. Today,